What fascinates me about Mafia din Urziceni is how it uses the grammar of humor to dissect something profoundly tragic. The way fear spreads through a community like folklore. The episode masquerades as a comedy of errors, yet beneath every joke lies a faint echo of dread. It begins with a rumor, like most disasters do. Someone claims that a group from Urziceni is buying property in Fierbinți, and that behind the deals stands a criminal organization. Within hours, that whisper becomes gospel. The storytelling is exquisite in its pacing. The first half of the episode functions like an expanding bubble, conversations looping back, exaggerations multiplying. By the time Bobica and Gianni organize a vigilante patrol, the entire village has descended into self-parody. Still, the laughter it provokes is uneasy. The director's use of close-ups intensifies the claustrophobia. Every nervous glance and every twitch of suspicion becomes part of the collective panic. From a thematic standpoint, the episode explores how stories, even false ones, give shape to social order. In a town where institutions are weak and justice is arbitrary, myths of power become substitutes for reality. The mafia doesn't need to exist for it to control people. The fear of it is enough to alter behavior, spark alliances, and breed betrayals. This motif recalls traditional Romanian folklore, where unseen forces govern fate, from the blagini to the moroi. The villagers in Fierbinți respond to the rumor not as citizens, but as superstitious believers. They pray, hide, make symbolic gestures to ward off evil, and whisper curses under their breath. The script cleverly weaves this folkloric mentality into the modern setting, creating a bridge between ancient fear and contemporary paranoia. The cinematography plays a critical role in sustaining this tension. The dusty yellow daylight scenes contrast with the nighttime sequences drenched in blue, the color of rumor and imagination. The sound design amplifies the smallest noises. A car door slamming becomes ominous. A barking dog turns into a warning siren. This is a world where fear transforms the ordinary into the uncanny. What I find particularly brilliant is the moral ambiguity of the characters. None of them are villains. Their panic is not malicious, but born of insecurity. When Ardiles sells protection services, he's not exploiting others out of cruelty, but out of the desperate need to feel relevant. Giannina's gossip, while destructive, comes from loneliness. Even Celentano's drunken wisdom has a tragic edge. He's the town fool who understands the truth, but is too dismissed to be heard. Halfway through, the episode reaches a turning point when the villagers convene a secret council to decide how to defend Fierbinți. The scene is choreographed like a political satire. They shout, contradict, and accuse each other, mirroring the dysfunction of national politics in miniature. The humor lands precisely because it feels so authentic. Everyone talking, no one listening. By the time the supposed mafia emissary arrives, the tension is unbearable. The revelation that he's merely delivering goods doesn't provide catharsis. Instead, it exposes how collective fear can fabricate its own evidence. The villagers' embarrassment afterward is both funny and heartbreaking. It's the laughter of people who realize they have been complicit in their own humiliation. Personally, I think Mafia din Urziceni is one of the most intelligent episodes ever produced in Romanian television because it dares to laugh at fear without diminishing it. It acknowledges the absurdity of rural superstition, but also treats it with compassion. After all, what else can people do when they feel invisible and powerless? They mythologize their suffering. The closing shot, the sun rising over Fierbinți, everyone returning to their routines, feels deceptively peaceful. Yet beneath it lies the quiet awareness that another rumor could come tomorrow, and the cycle will repeat. Fear is never eradicated, only replaced by new versions of itself. For me, that's what makes this episode unforgettable. It's not just a story about a village. It's a parable about modern life. How misinformation becomes mythology, and how laughter is both our defense and our confession.